Good morning, Zodiac. Welcome to the Morning Quickies at dawn, a special beach edition. In case there's any doubt, let it be known. The ethereal visions, illuminated tarot I'm going to use today. Here comes the breeze, just kicking up, just in time. Okay, a little energy on these. We'll start with the Aries as usual today. Aries, you got some action in Aries. Got Charon, a wounded healer. I think everyone's forgotten it's still kicking around there. Factoring into always everything in terms of integrating that life wound. Let's see what we got for Aries here. 25th of May, 2021. Got enough light. Yeah, got enough light. Microphone's lit up. Might have a sip of coffee, Aries. Alright, let's see what we got. We can pull through the deck. This is going to be you, Aries, where you're at and around relationships, where your mind and heart is at, and that's nice. Full of optimism. I'm going to call it like that when it's in this position. Yeah, manifesting. I always with the star, and it's here, and where you're at, where your energy's at. You could be a manifester here, Aries. I like it. I like going with that because I like that idea of manifesting. Isn't that cool? Yeah, if you're watching tarot, it's not out of the question, right? Six Pentacles. This is your challenge, huh? What's crossing you? Wow. Now I'm gonna go with the manifesting because this is perfect. So, Six of Pentacles is really getting that manifestation down. Getting in enough details, but then leaving a little room for the universe to do its job. It's sort of like the thing with manifestation of really putting it out there and then sort of letting it go and walk away from it too, so you can just let it happen. Not trying to lock down on it too hard, keeping it balanced. Yeah, I think that's what's crossing you. Maybe you're having trouble with that. And your advice is the Fool is to kind of let it go. Yeah. Um, Two with the Six of Pentacles could be, since it's what's crossing you, because with the crossing position, kind of like a reversal, basically. It's really like a reversal. So it's not being able to bring some kind of balance to your manifestation, not being able maybe to get it just right. I remember my first big one was let her come to me of open heart, who is right and true for me, as I am right and true for her, only so as serves the greatest good of each and causes no harm to either. I thought I nailed it there. It's like, and that's pretty good, but I think like then you have to get more detailed. So it's kind of like thinking through and making sure you have it right, making sure you know what you really want. And it's like that deal with the devil. You think you want this, and then you get it, and you go, whoa, I didn't think it through, and I didn't realize it's going to be all these problems with being famous, and now I don't want to be famous. So you make sure you got it right. But then the advice is, then you got to really go for it. This is like two in terms of manifesting. If you're looking for love, you tell other people, and they're just like, oh, you shouldn't look for love, and it's never gonna work, and men are bad, and women are bad, and it's no hope, and but you just gotta ignore all that and just focus on what you're trying to manifest here, and really go for it. And now I'm looking for your person, and here they come, Knight of Wands. So this is someone coming in clear, coming in fast, coming in truthful. If there's any doubt, this is important. They're not going to bullshit you. They're going to come in. If anything, they might be a little direct here. This is someone coming in saying, I'm all about you. I really want to date you. I really want to get to know you. I think you're amazing. And air sign, so Gemini, could be Libra, could be Aquarius here, either one. But, look at them. They're very determined. I think this is someone who's a little uh, focused, like not obsessed, but just kind of focused. I don't know why I get that they wear glasses. There might be a little odd, a little different, um, a little aspy, a little Asperger's maybe. Um, a little quirky, but you'll like it. I don't see any problem with it. And that maybe that's part of the directness. Maybe the directness is, I didn't realize this one has the salamanders up top now. So yeah, they're very direct. They don't have any fear. They're no ulterior motives. They're just being totally direct, and that might be what it is. It's weird. You might be thinking usually people at the very beginning don't just come out and say everything. They're not saying I want to marry you, but they're just saying, they may say, gee, you're really beautiful, and I don't know, you might be too much for me or too handsome for me, but I feel like I need to take a chance because I really am into you. Something really direct like that. I think it's going to end up feeling charming, Aries, really. And thank you, guys. So here we are, 25th, the Morning Quickies, Taurus. This is going to be you in and around relationships, where your mind and heart is at today. Five of Cups, sad energy. Now, I keep going with the Morning Quickies, so this could be just you had a fight, with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. And you're in that mood and get to resolve it. And they went to work, and now you're still sitting in that energy, maybe. And up, it's the Jim Morrison King of Cups, and my favorite card, definitely in this ethereal tarot deck. It just kills me. It's kind of a cross between the Jim Morrison and the dude, and the Great Lebowski. Maybe he's got his White Russian there. So look, this is obviously the person here, and I get the feeling. I love the King of Cups because this is a cool card, but it's a little cavalier. I think this could be like a fight. This could be a person, a water sign. Could be like a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, and they may have been incensed because remember, this is kind of like in this reading, this is what's crossing you, so it's like as if it's reversed. So the King of Cups in reverse can be all kinds of trouble because they a master of emotions and they understand emotions, but in reversal, then passive aggressive, gaslighting, insensitive, where normally you expect them to be sensitive because they understand emotions. They understand that words can hurt. And then so they reverse that and use it against you. And that's obviously what's got you in this Five of Cups energy here. And this is very direct here. You defend yourself here. So it's sort of like saying, get up off the ground and quit crying and take action. Those ones are actions. And remember, this is in this card you don't see the castle, but he's standing on like the castle parapet or something. So it's the righteous defense of the castle, the righteous defense of yourself. Um, so it kind of implies to me that they said something. That I think it's a saying of something. It could have done something, but it really hurt yourself. As if maybe the feeling was like they don't even know me, don't they? Or it was like they know me, they know how bad this would hurt. That really could be the reversed King of Cups. That's maybe why it hurts so bad because you kind of know that maybe whatever they did, they almost kind of did it on purpose. Like it wasn't just the heat of the argument. They wanted to hurt you, I think. And this is why you're being asked to defend yourself here and take actions. Now, taking actions in this case can be moving away from this. So excuse me, I'm gonna just put this off on, and I might just start. I might just start drinking it. Maybe that'll help. Yes, drink the off. A shorter lifespan, but hopefully less mosquitoes. So let's see here. Let's see how your person shows up here. Mm-hmm. The outcome card. Yeah, change. I'm sorry. That's like, well, the Aries reading was pretty positive. Yeah, you're going to want to move away from this, and it may take some work. I think that's what this is saying now, is actions. It's going to take some defensive action that, boundaries, Seven of Wands is setting boundaries. And with the death card, not about death, but definitely change. And it could be change in this relationship. we'll be doing June. Today, we're going to do, always on Mondays, is Aries and Taurus Day. So we'll be doing the singles reading. But I want to look at both of these, the four pillars and the heart spread is for the one on your mind. So it might give you a little more information. So I'm not really sure whether by you defending yourself and setting boundaries, they say we teach people how to treat us. So maybe you need to teach them how to treat you. Like, make it clear to them, whatever the fuck they did, don't ever do this again. Because if you treat me like this, I'm out, and I don't play that. So something like that's what that Seven of Wands is. See. Or you could just be saying, you learned a lesson from this. You're not going to do it anymore. And I always like get ahead of myself for Gemini, you know. But this is Gemini, 25th of May here. Seven of Cups. This is your energy, Gemini, in and around relationships, where your mind and heart is at. And this one's kind of a rough Seven of Cups. You can see it there, the dragon, got the mask on, and um, looking down. We got the skull in his hand here. Juju beans around the wrist. It's like this energy too really emphasizes in this deck, the Illuminated Tarot. I think the element of the Six of Cups, where there's such uncertainty, can be emotional turmoil. It's like almost like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do, but is emotionally overwhelmed. In terms of where your energy's at in love and relationship, um, it can be kind of having too much on your plate emotionally, too many emotions. You can't really sort out what you're really feeling because it's changing a lot too, and you're going from one thing to another. Kind of a Gemini thing here. You do have, the north nodes there. You got Venus and Mercury, and it's still loosely conjunct. Mercury separating, but it's going to retrograde. So you've got a lot of energy, thoughts and love. This is like, there's your Mercury and Gemini, and your Venus and Gemini right now, and the north node's there. So it's got your mind on relationships, maybe, and love, cups, emotions, but you sort of don't know what to do. And in judgment, this is what's crossing you. Remember, this kind of like as if it's reversed here. So you've got judgment here, and that's calling you out. It's like maybe why this is so difficult now is because the north node's in Gemini. It's no joke. It's a 18, almost 20-year transit. So that's a good couple decades of your life here, and it's really a strong implication that you're going to move into the energy of your north node, and I'd say your rising too as an astrologer. I always look at the north node and the rising together because I think that they're linked, and we move into our north node and we move into our rising with age. Now, 20 years you're going to age. If you were 20 and you had this last transit, now you're 40. See, so it's a big deal. And with judgment, it's implying that there's something important here that you need to acknowledge in yourself. This is calling you out, but it's calling you out to your best purpose, to your soul's purpose, to what you should be doing in life. That's the north node. What is your star map? The chart is a star map of our life's purpose and incarnation here. So I think that's what you're dealing with. Maybe you're having a hard time figuring that out. Who doesn't? That's tough stuff. So now this is an interesting position here because the devil now is in your advice position, um, and that's very interesting. That's Capricorn, and I think in the advice position here, Capricorn is coming in with the devil strong, because I don't think the advice is going to be too. I like to be very clear, with the positions. I don't think the advice is going to be for you to have obsessions or addictions or anything like that. But I think it refers to like a Capricorn energy, maybe in your chart. Could be your person's Capricorn. See as we go along here. But I'm thinking like too, you need help in sorting this out. Tomorrow we'll be doing June. Be a bigger read for the heart spread, I think is what you're looking at here. Someone on your mind. Maybe this person on your mind, you're trying to figure out, do they fit into your life? because in a relationship, it's like a big part of how we grow and everything. So that would be a big part of a 20-year cycle if you're considering getting into a serious relationship. Maybe that's what that Seven of Cups. And the outcome, now the devil takes on a little different meaning. The outcomes with the Three of Cups. I think this is why you're in this Seven of Cups energy. And now if this is you, you could be the one with a lot of options. And sort of what this is saying to me, Gemini, is you're kind of gonna be a while dealing with this. This is not over. You are going to be dealing here probably with a Capricorn. And I think what this is saying, it's going to bring out in you some of these feelings of like obsession and plutonic, intense, emotional connection and change. It can end up bringing on like death energy, through transformation here. When it's in this position of advice, huh? Um, but I think there's going to be just a period of time as you're going forward where you're not really settling on a particular love or lover. You're going to be playing the field and, probably having a good time with that devil card. I mean, there could be some implying that there's some dating going on and romance and maybe you're just going to not deal with this decision right away. So it's a big decision. You don't have to do it today, that's for sure. Then it's you got another year or something. Very significant transit for me because I had a lot of Sag energy and it's opposing it, and the South Node's banging all of my four planets there. So thank you, Gemini. Let me know what you think of that. It's pretty intense. I have to watch your readings going forward. Now we're looking at Cancer friends. Three of Pentacles is you and around relationships, where your mind is at and your heart is at, on the 25th today. Now, this card really emphasizes the collaborative aspect of the Three of Pentacles. So this is you in some way. I always see it too. When I see this here in this position, somebody's been doing good work on themselves. You've been owning your shit, pointing your finger at you, looking at what you need to do, what you need to do to grow, to be happy, focusing. So really doing that good work. That when you bring it to a relationship, you bring the best thing you possibly can. You bring yourself, like in some whole fashion, a refined fashion. And then interesting with the Eight of Pentacles. Now this is what's crossing you. So it's like a reversed energy. And this does kind of bring out the collaborative aspect. It's because now the Eight of Pentacles. These are my two favorite cards that mean work. Good work. Both of them. I always see both of them being positive in and of themselves. But now put the Eight of Pentacles in the challenge and crossing position for you, and it's like I think you're putting too much work. Comes to mind. I felt this so much. It's like, should relationships be this hard? If you have to put that much work into them. So maybe it's like that. And kind of right, we'll see what goes with the advice here and the outcome. But already I'm kind of thinking it's that thing where it's so counterintuitive. If you're in this energy where you really want to work with them and get involved and engage, it's nothing wrong with it. But like it can just, if they're not into it, it brings this dynamic where it actually makes them less engaged. Whereas if you simply, I think this is what this is saying in reverse, stopped doing the work and sort of not break up, but uh, let go a little bit of trying to control things or trying to push things or trying to make things work, and just sort of step back from it and kind of let it happen. You might see that they step up, because there'll be like a little room for them, a little vacuum for them to kind of step up and step into this collaborative process you guys are engaging in together. Now, Knight of Pentacles, this is your advice from Spirit here. I like it, and it's he's looking at that Eight of Pentacles, okay? This could be your person too, maybe if they're air sign, you know, um, Capricorn or Taurus or Virgo person. Um, and it's a pentacle, so you've got three pentacle cards here. Um, So I think this is too about taking actions, advising you to take action. But with the Knight of Pentacles, I don't think it's advising you to take more action, or it's not saying double down on this Eight of Pentacles, which is your challenge. It's more like, to me, this is like the Knight of Pentacles, very much self-contained, takes responsibility for themselves, is emotionally stable. That's very important. I see him, you're very emotionally stable here. Could be like a little stuck energy too, and trying to just fix this thing. Look, this guy's trying to fix it, trying to fix it, trying to fix this person, trying to fix this relationship. And Nine of Pentacles coming along and sort of like do your own thing, take your time, don't worry about what other people think. It's like, the Knight of Pentacles got a mission, is mission focused. It doesn't get scattered, doesn't go off on tangents. Let me just make sure my cards don't blow into the ocean here. So yeah, let's see what the outcome is, guys. The sun, wow. Okay, Cancer. So I think with this outcome, it's like just saying, like, yes, if you focus on yourself and sort of move away from this, all of this energy, you must be putting a lot of energy into this relationship, trying to make it work. If you just sort of turn around and put it into yourself and whatever it is you want, and separate from whatever's going on with your person, I mean, there's all kind of a promise here. Promise. It's like the universe saying, I promise you, if you just turn around and, go work on your mission. He's on a mission, like the Terminator, it won't be dissuaded, but very focused and very mission oriented. So it's like basically all this work you're trying to do on the relationship, take that energy and put it into your work. And I don't mean like fixing yourself. I mean like maybe doing whatever it is you want to do. Whether it's your career or hobby or art, passion, or whatever it is. Thank you, Cancers. Leo, thanks for joining me here on the beach edition of the Morning Quickies here for the 25th of May, 2021. Here comes the dawn, just barely. Very nice morning today. And Page of Cups, I like it. Okay, this is you, Leo, coming in with the Page of Cups, your energy and around relationships, where your mind is at, where your heart is at. And Page is very sincere. This is your energy, and Cups are emotions and offering love. And I see this one's facing away from the readings. Let's see what's going on. Kind of implies to me maybe you're crushing on someone, but you haven't really spilled the beans yet. You haven't really hit them up yet. You haven't really offered them your cup, because you're holding your cup out, but it's facing the other way. So you got it ready, but you haven't maybe sprung it on them yet. I think that's what's going on. Now this is what's crossing you. Of course, when it's crossing you, it's going to be like it's reversed. And we had the King of Cups reversed in another reading just now. Very bad when the Queen of Cups is reversed, or the King, because the Queen of Cups is such a beautiful card, and this one too. I mean, she's so beautiful. But when it's reversed, I mean, that's a queen bitch right there, and not to take gender to it. But this is someone that can be emotionally manipulative, gaslighting, sarcasm, that kind of thing. All of the negative emotional things. This is what your challenge is here. Um, this may like be why you're not really giving your cup yet, but you're interested in somebody. You're interested in this person. But maybe you're afraid how they're going to take it, huh? Um, let's see. Wow, and this is your advice to do it. I think like with this challenge, um, maybe this person, and it's a queen, maybe, and you're a page, so they're a little older than you, more substantial than you, um, and you're intimidated emotionally somehow, um, shy, reticent to give them your cup. Maybe they've gaslighted you. Maybe they've been a little sarcastic or something. But you're still in the universe here saying, give them your cup. Whatever you're thinking of, give them your cup. So maybe address this issue. just because they're older than you and maybe you perceive that you have them on a pedestal somehow. You know, if you're going to have a relationship with them and you don't want to be a page of cups forever with your queen, like then you would what, be like serving them and all of that? No. So you have to resolve this here. I'm going to pull a clarification card. Queen of Wands. You have to resolve this here. So you have to become the Queen of Wands, okay? And which is appropriate. This would be your card, Leo. So what you need to do is just realize that you're substantial. You're not a page. You're queen, and that means you can match them. You can match their energy, and it's very much like I said. Like if they're being disingenuous and emotionally manipulative in some way, they could be being coy, being emotionally unavailable. Maybe that's how they're playing it. But maybe what this is implying is that they're there. Maybe they're scared or something. And you just need to really bring your fire to the situation and step up and be brave and be bold and be optimistic and be outgoing and be confident, especially confident here. You can meet this, and the universe is on your side with the Ace of Cups, and the outcome is the Hermit here. I don't see this as a bad outcome. I see this as it's going to take some time. And and I kind of get the feeling maybe this is your person here. This is usually where we're going to see your person and the outcome. So they could be a Virgo, for sure, or they could Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, which I should say for all of them. It's whatever relates, what you resonate with. But it kind of implies too. Now, if they are Virgo, it could be simply that. But it kind of implies too that they need to look at themselves. They need to point the finger at themselves. This energy you're picking up from the Queen of Cups reversed, is this them being unsettled, them being insecure, bringing in stuff from past relationships and projecting it onto you. That's why you're a little reticent with your cup here. Okay? But I don't think this is a big deal. Maybe just talk to them about it, share this reading, and what they just need to do is just take a minute to own their own shit and don't project it onto you. And ask, if you're cross watching, ask yourself, have they really done anything that really, I know maybe you must have been triggered, but did they really do anything that um, implies? I don't think so, because they're being told by the universe to give you their cup. So, Leo, that's pretty good reading. It might be a little time. They're gonna maybe need a little time to get it together for you. Thank you. Virgo, our favorite sign for the 25th of May. The Ten of Cups. This is you in and around love and relationships. Where your mind is at, where your heart is at. The Ten of Cups, and it's a sweet Ten of Cups. This one, ethereal visions, illuminated tarot deck here. Um, wow. So, I mean, it's hard to read this in any other way, but feeling emotionally fulfilled in a relationship. Yeah, it's a relationship reading in the Ten of Cups, their emotions. So great, Virgo. Thank you guys for being so positive. Somebody's having a good time. Wow. Now, this is very interesting. Six of Cups. This is what challenges again becomes like a reversed card. Now, so your Six of Cups is your challenge here. So, gonna go with this. You're in this energy where you feel like you found the one. You're happy. This is kind of like a caution. Um, this is kind of like the romance phase. Just kind of be aware that you're in the romance phase. Your brain is damaged by hormones for a period up to a year. And you can be overly nostalgic, overly optimistic. You can just romanticize things. So with this energy, you can miss things too, because emotionally you're just kind of, you know, you're not at the wheel. You're in love. Wow. Now your advice. I had a feeling. I don't mean. I'm already saying keep going. I got a good feeling about this. So yes, universe saying they're responding too, because you're already in this Ten of Cups energy. So if there was any doubt in your mind, Virgo, your person is responding with their cup. Okay, very nice here. Wow, very nice progression. Um, Now with the Ten of Wands, there's work to do. There's a lot of actions to do. This could be like a repair, with the Six of Cups in reverse here. This could be like a relationship that either was a past relationship. Here we go. We're in Mercury's shadow, right? Be careful, guys. Here we go. It's going to go retrograde right after the full moon eclipse tomorrow, right? Yeah, it's crazy. So, exactly the time where something like this would happen. Um, and so this could be like repairs, having to do a lot of work. This could be having to do a lot of work just to bring the relationship together. Because maybe you weren't together. You could be in different locations or different homes, different schedules, trying to work things out. But I don't see it as being too much. Let's see. Yeah, Four of Wands. No, I don't see it as being too much. You're building, okay, wands are the building of a strong, committed, long-term relationship or marriage, okay? And you're just going to have, it's going to be a lot of work. You have to push yourselves in some way, probably both of you are going to have to push yourselves kind of to your limits in this. I don't know why that is. You tell me. Leave me a comment if you relate to this. What's going on? Why do you guys got to push yourselves to the limit? But I'll be honest with you. If you're going to push yourself to the limit for anything, push it for love. Shit. Right? Libra, thank you for joining me. It's the 25th of May. It's the Morning Quickies here. It's your energy in and around love, where you are, your heart and your mind. Moving away. You got to always keep in mind towards your thoughts. So you could just be moving away in your mind from something, letting go of something that didn't serve you, doesn't serve you in terms of love and relationships here. Or it could actually be in the energy of moving away from a relationship, Libra. Um, this is what's challenging you. Again, this becomes a reversed energy because it's challenging you. So, King of Wands, a fire sign, Aries or Leo or Sagittarius person. And in the reversal, King of Wands is all kinds of trouble. um, so I could see why you would be moving away from this. And in the reversal, in this card they emphasize that salamander, someone that's protected. So in the reversal, it's not protected. It's someone that feels entitled, someone that feels invulnerable, superior, as someone that wants to use force rather than power. If you're familiar with force versus power, so someone that's domineering, selfish, not good, not good. All right, now your advice was really simple. So you're going to go from the Six of Swords, which is moving away from this terrible energy, toxic energy, really, and you're going to heal. I think we might be looking at a period of time here that you're going to take to heal, maybe something 4 months like that, and then the outcome is the Six of Wands. So you have a good outcome here. I think too with the Six of Wands is this is going to be people like literally congratulating you just for moving away and healing from this. Whatever you're going on here, it's like one of those toxic things. Maybe you've had a hard time extricating yourself from it. You know, when this is Six of Swords, it's a tough getaway. It's not easy. Most of them depict a woman poling through the swamp, right, in the moonlight. But it's the same concept. If you're in it sees here a little tumultuous in this little bitty boat, you know. So when you're in that energy, you're getting away from something pretty unpleasant. And usually it means like a difficult exit, not a supportive breakup, mutual healthy, mutually supportive breakup, but something kind of ugly, kind of tough, Libra. So thank you guys. Scorpio, thanks for joining me here. This is the 25th of May, your morning quickie. This is you, where you are in and around relationship, where your mind is at, where your heart is at, with the Hanged Man energy. taking a step back, looking at it from a different perspective. When we're in the hangman in this position, there's always a problem. I usually think red flag, because it's a love reading, and you're taking a timeout. Timeout, and just like they use sports analogies, but like a football game, yeah, you take a timeout because something's not right, and you need to get together and have a talk and figure out, another strategy, because you're seeing that the play you're about to run is not going to work, because you look at their lineup, and you're like, it's serious enough of a problem where you actually going to take a timeout. You could step away from a relationship, just step away for the weekend, or tell them I need time, something like that. Or you could just be in your mind thinking about it. Now, this is the challenge, and so it's like a reversal. Man, we're getting some tough challenges today, because the magician reversed is just terrible. It's Gemini energy, but this is someone who's absolutely two-faced. They lie, they cheat, they steal. They don't have any scruples. They're amoral. This is the energy of it. If this is referring to a person, it is definitely a red flag material. It definitely put me in a hangman energy. It actually put me in a I'm the fuck out of here energy. I don't think I'd tolerate that for a second. If that's what you're dealing with here, guys. Manipulative energy, very much. The magician reverse, just told really selfish manipulation for their own purposes. So all that comes with that, guys. Now this is your advice from Spirit. It's very, very clear. Okay, Scorpio, walk away, walk away. That's your advice. Okay, and then you're gonna have. It's not gonna probably be easy for you to walk away, because Four of Pentacles is you holding on to your coin. And this one, look at this. Because there's emotional aspect to this, because they're coins. Um, you're hurt, but this is not devastated. This is not like Eight of Swords or something. It's taking time to just collect your energy. You maybe have to gather all your coins together, and you're going to be poor. Maybe when you leave the relationship, you're going to be a little poor. You got to go put a down payment on a new place, and so for a month or two, you're a bit hammered in the pocketbook, and maybe you're just kind of holding up and staying by yourself, and kind of healing from this, which I could totally understand, Scorpio. Thank you, guys. Sagittarius, my brothers and sisters. Sag Sun, Sag Mars, Mercury, Jupiter here. The south node's exactly on my Mars at 10 degrees. I think it's 10 degrees 46 today, so I've been watching it. So uh, watch that one, guys. It's a biggie for us, for Saggies. And here you are. Ace of Swords, in and around relationships, where your mind is at, where your heart is at, today. The Ace of Swords, it could go several different ways, but you could just be in a new relationship, declaring it. It can be a question, too, about a relationship. It can also be an ultimatum around a relationship, drawing some kind of boundary around a relationship, too. Now, this is in the reversal, because this is what's crossing you, so it's like a reversed energy, right? Two of Wands. It's very kind of a contemplative Two of Wands. It's like, even in the regular Two of Wands, you can see he's kind of looking at the two trails, but he's not picked one yet. It's like he's just about to. Just a little bit more contemplative here. This guy's up in the tower. He hasn't even packed his little backpack yet and everything, like in the where you normally see it, the Two of Wands. So he's just thinking about, kind of looking around for where to go. Um, and this is in the energy of what's challenging you. So maybe you don't know what to do with this Ace of Swords. Like, you have something that you want to say, you have a question, but you sort of don't know how to direct the question, how to take action with it. It could also just be like you want to say to someone, I'm really into you, or I'm really sorry, or I really would like to have a relationship, or I really would like to talk to you. Because it's ace, it could be substantial. I mean, it's probably not going to be I love you, be an ace, more like an ace of cups. But more like sorry, something needs to change. Yeah. Now this is your advice. So yeah, I get the feeling like an apology, you know, either you're, I think you're making, because you're the Ace of Swords, so you're gonna say something. You could be asking for an apology, maybe with the reverse energy of this challenge, your wands, 2 of Wands. You just can't get it up to do it. You know, it's like you want to do it, you maybe are almost about to do it, and then you find yourself not being able to do it. And I'm not sure. It's either you're asking for an apology, or you're demanding an apology from them. Um, Either way, I get the sense that you want to move this relationship forward. But with your advice from Spirit being the Three of Swords, um, I'm hesitant to say don't do it, um, but it's saying that there's a serious issue here, that absolutely has to be addressed, you know. And even though it looks like you really don't want to do it, any outcome's a Tower. So maybe that's why you don't want to address it. The reason you got the 2 of Wands here in your challenge positions, because you know that when you go there, and I think this is really just about discussing the whole thing. This is, maybe you've separated, maybe you're not talking about it. This is talking about it. Whatever it is in the relationship, which you know that once you go there, it's going to bring the Tower down. You know? In this case, if this resonates with you, the advice is strongly let the Tower come down, Sag. Let it come down. Let's kind of get it over with. Thank you guys. Capricorns, 25th of May. Thanks for joining me here. A morning quickies on the beach edition. 25th of May. This is your energy in and around relationships, where your mind is at, where your heart is at. And you got the Five of Swords. Okay. Boy, it's another one. In the ethereal tarot here, illuminated deck. It's very contemplative, Five of Swords. So I'm trying to adjust my interpretation a little bit, because I typically see the Five of Swords being very dangerous, almost fighting, vicious fighting. If it's words and thoughts, but with a real biting edge. You know, the Five of Wands is just kind of bickering and arguing. It can almost be funny if your friends are there watching. It's like, you guys are a hoot, you know, with your bickering and arguing. But if your friends are watching you when you're in Five of Swords fight, it ain't, nobody's laughing. They might be calling 911, you know. Um, so that's a hard energy to be in, guys. Sorry. Capricorn, let's see what's challenging you. Wow. 3 of Wands. So remember, with the challenge positions, as if it's reversed here. Uh, so you want to make a decision to, you want to move in another direction or a new direction, or you, I think with the 3 of Wands in reversed, it's looking for your ships to come in. So it's like you want to, with the Five of Swords, this could be two energy just in your own mind. Like, you're not even, it was probably a fight, right, with your person. But now you're just going around in your own mind with it and arguing with yourself. And with the 3 of Wands reversed, it's like you may be really beating yourself up here, I think. And instead of moving on away from it, because it might be saying it's time to move on away from it, guys. But you're not. You're just kind of sitting in this energy of kind of beating yourself up here. And your advice is the Hierophant. So advice from Spirit is, you know, with the Hierophant being advice, it's almost as if your guardian angel or your higher self is saying, "Come on, you know, put this into perspective here. You know, you're a soul having a life experience here to grow and to learn, and put this into perspective of your soul's work and your soul's journey." I'm going to go with the Hierophant to the highest level of the religious and spiritual energy in it too. Um, but it can be saying too, if you do have a religion that you practice or follow, is look to it for guidance. And also, it's the big picture. Our morals are like guidance system, you know. So it's kind of look to that for help here in getting out of this energy of beating yourself up in your own head. Um, Try to look at it from a perspective, a spiritual perspective. hmm And this is the outcome, the Empress. I think the Empress here is a promise, guys. It's a promise that if you do this, it's two major arcana now. If you do this, which is the Hierophant, if you rely on your core values, what's important to you spiritually, and put that into perspective, all of this, what's going on, perspective of your life, it's basically also cutting yourself a break, because God doesn't hammer us like we do. It's not God that gets in our head and says, I'm stupid, and why did I do that, and I did it again, and what's wrong with me? That's us. So if you do this, there's a promise that you will get this Empress. Look for a strong Venus energy with this, Taurus maybe, in terms of a zodiac, but someone that's very mature and stable. And this is the mirror. So by doing this, you end up balancing yourself and getting out of this energy of kind of like self-sabotage and being your own worst enemy and getting in your own way, and you end up getting Empress and becoming the Empress essentially. So, and that's a nice promise, Capricorn. Thank you guys. Aquarius, thanks for joining me. It's the Morning Quickies on the Beach edition here for the 25th of May. My goodness, 4 cups. This is your energy and around relationship, where your mind is at, where your heart is at today. Um, and you're just not feeling it. You're not feeling it. Let's see what's going on here, what your challenge is. So now with the reverse Nine of Wands, that's an interesting reversal. I just see the challenge card. You kind of read it as if it's a reversed energy. But this is what's challenging you. I see with the 4 cups and the Nine of Wands reversed, um, depression even could be Aquarius. I get this feeling of just sitting in this terrible energy. God help me. I'm thinking of Dexter, his whole story. If you know the story of that little baby and what the situation he was in, but it's someone that's just kind of sitting in a very bad situation and trying to kind of ignore it. Like, you must feel really stuck with this reverse Nine of Wands. Like, you can't take action. Almost like being in a prison or something, um, and just being stuck and not happy. Maybe actually depressed. Now, would this be in your advice from Spirit? I think it's like you need to just, first thing you need to do is just face the fact, maybe with this reading, is that you are in this energy where you're depressed, where you're not dealing with something, where you're sitting in something that's really not serving you, that's really negative, and maybe just leaves you feeling, cold and uninterested in love, really. And I think with the Two of Swords, like, you have to figure out a way to resolve this and look at it, because Two of Swords, I just don't know. The Lovers. I'm clarifying Two of Swords with the Lovers. So it's definitely about a lover, and it's definitely a choice, because a lover can be choices and it could be other things. But here you got Two of Swords, so it's definitely a choice. You may have a choice of two lovers, but why are you so unhappy? And you're sitting. It's like you're sitting with this one lover that you're very unhappy with and very uncomfortable with, but you feel trapped in this relationship somehow, and you probably feel like, no matter, maybe you have tried it, the reverse Nine of Wands is just like, no matter what I do, I can't fix this. No matter what I do, it doesn't work. And the advice is to literally choose another path, choose another lover, choose another way. mm Justice card, outcome. And let's just call it a metaphor. The outcome is divorce. and I think it's from this person you're with. Um, and it's another choice card, with justice, and does have Libra energy with it. Um, but Aquarius, um, justice will be served, and you're going to have to make this choice, though. And I think the choice could be just to stay married or not, or get divorced. But I think this other person's in the picture. Um, so maybe it's like too, you got another person in the picture. I don't, other than the lovers, uh, which is can be kind of an indecisive energy by itself, the lovers. So maybe it's like you're miserable with this relationship you're in, probably a marriage, but like, and there is this other person, but maybe you're not so sure about that person. Do you want to go right from a marriage and into this relationship? I'm saying no right now, because if there's any question, then no. But I see you being even a little hesitant about the new person. But you do have to take care of this relationship and put it behind you. Thank you, guys. Pisces, this is you. Nine of Pentacles showing up in the round relationship energy, where your mind is at, where your heart is at. And the happy bachelor, being very self-contained, um, being single often, this energy. You don't need anybody to take care of you. Sort of the minor arcana version of the Queen of Pentacles or King of Pentacles, more the Queen. Really nice energy to be in, but this is what's crossing you, and so we see this as a reverse page of Wands here. This is what's crossing you or challenging you, guys. Pisces, a page of Wands. That could certainly be like a child that's a fire sign child, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Um, this is a love reading. So maybe you're someone that's like a single parent and you have this child it's not that they're a problem, but they're a consideration. So comes to mind, like if you're newly dating, when do you expose the child to your new lover? Maybe with the Nine of Pentacles energy, when you're sitting in that, you're really comfortable and sort of you don't have to deal. Maybe that's what it is. When you're single, you don't have to deal with the whole issue of your child and how they might relate, because you don't want to bring some man or woman over to the house, on the first or second date. It sends a certain signal to the child. Maybe that's kind of what the challenge is here, because if you're going to go out and date, then you will have to deal with that. And maybe just your child's at a point where I don't remember really being like this, but a lot of children, they get insecure, and then they don't want mom or dad to go out and get a new mom or dad. They kind of want you to stay home, be the Nine of Pentacles like you've been doing. Be the house mom, the house husband, be there for them. Now look at this. This is your advice from Spirit, the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, it's like I think what I just said, I'm gonna go with that, and with the advice being the Two of Pentacles, it's like you are right to be concerned about this whole issue, and I think what this is saying in terms of advice too, is that you can date, you can have a love life, and it's going to be all right. You're just going to have to balance it out, which I think you will do, right? In some way. Let's clarify this with the Ten of Swords. Huh. So you may have to let go of something. This is an ending in a thought pattern or something. I think it may be just this thought. You maybe have to let go of this idea that you can't date because you have a child. You can. You just have to let go of that idea, and you do have to proceed with caution and balance, and which I think you're fully capable of doing. Right? Outcome. King of Pentacles. Here's your person now showing up. Okay, we got Taurus, we got Virgo, we got Capricorn here. This is often a Virgo person. Someone that's very solid, someone that's mature, someone that meets your Nine of Pentacles energy. It goes well with the Two of Pentacles energy. Someone that's responsible, a real adult, has maturity. They probably are a parent themselves. So they'd probably be fine around your child. That's what I'm thinking there, Pisces. Um, See that as a very good outcome here. But thank you guys, and give me a like. I appreciate it. Morning Quickies, they're doing too good, but I'm going to keep pounding away at them because I just think it's good to do a good daily read uh, for the long-term growth of my channel. And by the way, for that, thank you guys for subscribing. Getting a lot of subscriptions lately, and I really do appreciate it. I want to get to that 1,000 so we can do this all live in the near future. 25th of May, guys. Thank you.